Hello, I wanted to go over um, a game and a common trap that's a lot more common in, I think, lower rungs of chess, and it's more likely you face this opening against lower rated players who are looking to trap you and win quickly. But unfortunately, for them, you can fight back and have a good game after e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6. Bishop c4, the Italian game, and this is where the its trickery starts. Black plays knight d4. This is the Schilling-Kostic gambit, and what Black is hoping for is this. Um, and if when I look in the database, a lot of people have fallen for this trap. When you can see how many games Black has won from here. Um, which means a lot of people are not aware of this and still falling for this for some reason. After knight takes e5, queen g5, and Black is hoping that you take here with the knight to fork the rook and the queen, because after you take there, they're going to take on g2, and the only way to defend the rook is to move it to f1, and after this, it will be queen takes e4 with check, and pretty much whatever you do, the game is over. If queen blocks, then obviously Black wins the queen. If bishop blocks here, then knight f3 will be checkmate. That's a smothered mate, and that's what they're hoping for, and that's what you see in the database, a lot of people falling for. Instead, you should not take here on f7 with the knight. You should take with the bishop with check, gains the tempo, and there's only two moves, king e7 and king d8. A lot of times they'll play king e7 because I guess they don't want the king getting trapped if later this bishop were to become active, and maybe to make room for something else to move. So anyways, after king e7, White can just castle here, and notice this knight is hanging, and this is why people take with the knight, because they don't want to lose a piece and they want to fork. But White is actually okay sacrificing this knight. Queen takes e5, then White should take this knight to bishop, rook takes g8, and now White has an advantage here, actually has initiative, which looks crazy because Black has these two pieces in the center, controlling a lot, and White has no pieces out, but White is castled and has two pawns for the piece and can make good use of these pawns. So White will gain a lot of tempo here, starting with c3, if knight c6, or knight anywhere really, just pawn to d4, gaining tempo on the queen, queen f6, f4 comes, and you can see like Black's position is going to get shut down. White will be able to develop the pieces behind the pawn and mount an attack, and Black's king is bad. These pieces it's going to be difficult to get them out. This bishop's still blocked, so what White has time on his side here, in addition to the two pawns for the piece. So d6, opening up way for the bishop. d5, gaining tempo again on the knight. I guess there was nowhere else really for the knight to go. If knight a5, can probably gain tempo on it and end up winning the knight maybe. I don't know, I look at it too deep. Knight d8, e5, Queen f5, e6, closing things down. Now these pieces just cannot move. h5, maybe trying to open something up for rook. c4, solidifying. Maybe that wasn't necessary. Maybe I should have brought a piece out there. g6, making way for this bishop. Knight c3, yep. Bishop g7, knight b5, c6, tempo, bishop takes, queen takes. I'm totally fine with trading some pieces here because I know that these pieces will be very difficult to get out. b6, bishop e3, bishop a6, and now black is pretty much in a lot of trouble here. b7, rook check. Just gonna double up and start this attack, blocking the file, kick the knight, attacks the rook. All right, let's trade rooks. Can't move this knight right now because the knight's the only thing guarding here. This is checkmate. So what better to do than just attack a bishop? Bishop f2, queen takes, bishop takes, and I don't know what I would do here as black. Probably that has to happen, queen b7, but I guess he didn't see it. He took the pawn instead, and that's me. But yeah, that's just an example of how things can happen when your opponent plays this bad, tricky way, trying to trap you, and realize knight d4 is breaking one of the key principles in chess. He moved the same piece twice, and he doesn't have any other pieces out, and that's breaking one of the main principles, and that's why this is a bad move. A lot of players here will just take the knight, and there's nothing wrong with that. Probably white's still a little better, but it's probably about equal here after this exchange. There's no more tricks, no more traps. White has this bishop out. Black can bring a piece out. Both players will probably develop peacefully, and it's still a game. But I prefer to play a sharper way, where I sacrifice a piece for the two pawns and gain initiative and attack. So don't let people get away with trying these cheap shots on you. Good luck.